Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another something a bit different, another video. Something I was just researching or learning, came across, something that I'm actually using now to learn the stuff that I'm trying to learn, to improve, right? To level up in my life. Um, it's gonna be a long process. So there's many different aspects that I want to level up in. And so the video basically is how to become smart, right? How to become or how to get wisdom, right? How to start with getting the knowledge. So how to become smart, right? So in today's world, becoming smart is actually very easy to get access to. Obviously, doing the work to get smart or to get wisdom, that is a lot harder than getting access to the information, because you will have to actually do the work, right? So, but we have unlimited access with the internet, to information and knowledge. We have unlimited access because of the internet. So self-education is really accessible. I think it was Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr on a podcast. I can't remember what podcast. I think it was the CEO, the Diary of a CEO. I think, right? So he said after school, life is self-assignment, which is really true. If you want to progress to your dream life, we conquer your life in the way that you want to build it, your world. Yeah. For example, I'm trying to become my authentic self, and the best, and realize the best version of myself. Nobody's going to hold my hand and get me there and show me how to get there. Right? I have to figure it out myself and give myself my own assignments, self assignments. Goals I have to give. All of it, the goals I have to set, the way I'm gonna get there, all of this, the stuff that I need to learn, you know, in order to get the life that I want, I have to build it one step at a time. And the way I'm currently getting smart or self-educating myself, it's a kind of a mixture of podcast, books, textbooks, and practice. So once you feed your brain with the information, you get out. So in other words, you get out what you put in. So in other words, it's all about inputs, right? Inputs determine the output. So if you're putting in good inputs, you'll get a good output. If you're putting crap inputs in, you're gonna get a crap output, right? Essentially, that's it. So books. The first one we're gonna look at is books. So I'm educating myself with books, or how I'm educating myself with books, sorry, is by reading them out loud. I will have another video about this, reading them out loud, how to become more articulate, and where I got that information from Luke Bowmar, but it'll be in another video. So um, reading out loud, and then the most important thing is practice. For example, in the Normal Mr. Nice Guy series that I'm doing, there are exercises you can do to learn the things you need to learn in order to get what you want out of life and relationships, to improve your situation. Right? Another way I'm currently practicing and learning, which is recent, that's pretty cool, is I'm using Chat GPT. I'm leveraging Chat GPT for a lot of things at the moment. Especially what I do now is I will read a chapter, of a book, and then I will go and ask Chat GPT to make a few comprehension questions that I can answer, or just give me some questions that would force me to learn the actual core concepts. Um, and then I can just answer this. Another example is YouTube, right? So I watch videos on YouTube and then I just practice off of that. So to explain what I mean, I want to learn. I wanted to learn how to fold clothes properly, and I watched the video on YouTube on how to fold clothes and how to fold baby clothes, and then I took that video and I practiced it, right, with the actual clothes. I would watch how the steps do. I would practice the steps while folding the actual clothes, and by doing this, I reinforced the information into my brain, and I learned how to fold clothes. Now I don't even need to watch the videos. I don't need to do anything. I know how to do it. I just do it without any information, right? So another trick in this regard is, if you can't practice something physically in reality, like you don't have the stuff, you can practice it in your mind and your imagination. So this works, and it does work. So imagine you are doing the thing you're learning, for example, if you want to learn how to change a tire, but you don't have a car you can practice on, then watch the steps on YouTube and practice it a few times in your mind. You do each step in your mind. Obviously, take it slowly, do one step. Imagine yourself doing each and everything. So, for example, taking the spanner and or whatever, and then loosening the nuts on the car. You or putting the jack underneath and raising the car up on a jack. Go through each step, um, and you just practice it a few times in your mind. Obviously, if you have a car that you can practice it on, gonna be much better to practice it physically. But if you don't have access, this is something you can do, and you'll notice that you will know how to do it when you get the chance. There might be a few things that you would have to improvise on. For example, where to place the jack, you're gonna have to double check that because obviously you haven't done that. Um, each car is a bit different. An example, most are the same, but some are different. So just it might be a few things you need to work or not work, but you'll have to figure out. But yeah, so these are just very powerful way to enhance your knowledge, right? To actually learn stuff. You've got so much access now with Chat GPT and the internet. So learning how to do something and how to become smart is super easy in today's world. It still takes a lot of hard work and actually sitting down and actually doing it, but the access compared to before, especially like when I was young, um, like I'm having such fun with ChatGPT at the moment because I can just ask it for a lot of information. Obviously, not everything you can ask ChatGPT. You got to cross-reference. You got to check. But I mean, for example, I can ask it how to ask a certain question on this chapter so that I would gain the knowledge of it, or things like that. Pretty cool. Um, as I say, I'm trying to learn and level up. So this is the way how to become smart. Thought I would just share on this channel. Um, yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Maybe try it and see what the results are. Let me know. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.